Hello everyone and welcome to another YachtWay Spotlight. Today I am going to take you on a thorough walkthrough of this Absolute Navetta 64 here in Montauk, New York. Now, before we even start, I want to tell you that you should put this boat in your top 3 of boats in this size range for socializing, cruising, and for the long weekends with family and friends. Come with me and let's take a look. We're gonna start our walkthrough all the way from the galley area once you have walked in, and we'll go over the windows in a second because there are a lot of cool tricks with that. But first things, you have plenty of enough storage. The first thing, you walk in, nice bar counter as you walk in so you can keep all your nitty-gritty stored away over here. What I do like is you have a shelf on rollers, so if you wanna have easy access to the bottles that are the furthest from you, you can easily do so by just sliding this thing out. Very nice. We come back to the window because there are a lot of cool tricks that this window does. But fridge, proper size fridge. This boat being brand new, you still have stickers everywhere, which is great. And of course, a proper size freezer with freezer drawers. So that you see, you fit a whole bag of ice inside a freezer drawer. Close this thing up, you get your cooktop area. So you have a 4-burner cooktop, you have a range at the top, getting rid of all that grease, plenty of storage above you, and these are all magnetic, so when you're on the go, none of these doors are gonna slam left or right. Nice air vents, so AC vents at the top, and these are all nicely blacked out, so you don't see any metalwork or anything inside. And these go obviously all across. More storage right over here. So keep all your dishes and things away what you may need. And of course, you also have storage underneath the kitchen sink. And not to mention, you have a proper size oven. So you can do all your cooking here. And of course, once you're done eating, you need a dishwasher to clean up all your dishes. You have a Bosch dishwasher here as well. Now, as we keep walking, nice mirror all the way on the side. So when you walk in, you can see yourself from mirror, and obviously as you walk out, you can do so as well. I like this proper sized dining table. Easily fits 6 people over here, so you can see, well, maybe even 8. You can have 3 on either side and 2 at the ends. Nice furniture. So this furniture is all comes with a boat, obviously. Yeah, I mean, this is comfortable. And you take this tray away, and now you can easily have your plates. Yeah. I mean, you can easily sit 6 to 8 people over here, no problem whatsoever. As we keep walking, LED light underneath the bar counter here. Nice grab rail, so even when you're walking, you can make sure that you have something to grab onto when you're on the move. And something that I didn't mention, this sink also has a wand, so if you do need to move the water around anywhere, you can easily do that as well. Backsplash, I like this, so when you are doing your dishes, none of them sprinkles are gonna be splashing all over the people, somebody who might be actually sitting over here, and you have a nice sitting area. I mean, the elephant in the room in this boat is space. And talking about space, the emphasis comes through the big windows on both sides. You have, I mean, these windows are properly 4 feet long, 8 feet wide, I wanna say. It feels like the whole upstairs is just windshield, which gives so much natural light around you, and the ceilings above you are really high. I'm 6'1", plenty of space above my head. I don't feel claustrophobic here at all. Another seating area, so you can fit four people here, no problem, 4, maybe even 6 people. Nice coffee table. And of course, you also have a helm station. And what I like about this helm station is obviously it's teched out all the way, but what it also has is it has a nice love seat. So if your guests want to come here, maybe talk with the captain. I mean, this is very much a family boat, and we'll get to the tech part because it's really easy to operate due to all these systems that it has on board. So your family can stay here, look at you while you're captaining, or you can communicate with the captain while you're on the way. Talking about the helm station, I do want to point out the helm seats themselves, because I mean the level of detail on them is unbelievable. The stitching itself, you have nice back rest here, so if you want to stand up, you can easily do that. You can easily fold it down, so now you have a nice seating area over here. I like this extra step right in front of you, so you can keep your feet on, rest them while you're sitting here. Also, if you do need to get this seat more forward, you can easily do that. So now you see the seat is moving forward. And if you maybe need to get it higher up, you can easily do that. And what's neat is, I don't care if you're maybe 5 inches tall, you will be able to see over the bow, because let me show you how high this goes. Look, I'm about to hit the ceiling. This goes properly high. Look how much higher I am compared to the seat next to me. Come all the way down now. As I'm coming down, first of all, you have, I want to say these are 27-inch Garmin monitors. Double check me in comments below. But I mean, enormous size panels. You can obviously put whatever you like here. Nice charts, I mean, proper size charts. You have cameras here. This is how far deep into engine room we're gonna go. This one is powered by twin IPS 1350 pot drive engines, giving you top speed at about 27 knots. Cruising speed, I want to say 22 knots. So plenty speed for this size boat. Like I mentioned, it has a pot drive. And I said earlier, this is a boat that is easy to manage for anybody, because not just does it have a joystick, it has a bow thruster, side power bow thruster, and it also has a stern thruster, which means you can, in any condition, you can park this boat. The stern thruster and bow thruster alone act very similarly as the Volvo joystick. AC vents, obviously in front of the windshield, so that none of the windshield gets fogged up during these rainy days like we have right now. And you also have these AC grills for the helm station as well. And these, I have seen them inside a Mercedes G-Wagons before. So I feel like they might have taken it from the world of Mercedes. That being said, if you do want to keep your phone in charger, you have a charger on your starboard side as well. Your throttle controls, your VHF control, engine on, off, and you also have your quick chain counter as well. And of course, not to mention, you also have a Seakeeper on this boat. Voila. So you can turn the Seakeeper on, make sure it takes away all the roll, keeps it very comfortable while you're on board. Back to the boat systems now. You have a control panel where you can control all your anchor lights. Well, before we get to anchor lights, obviously you have your main switch panel here, which shows you sea readiness. If your portholes are open or closed, you show that. Shows if your shore powers are turned on or off. This one has twin shore powers, because obviously it's a big boat, so it needs a lot of power. You see all your freshwater levels, your fuel levels, your bilges, see if any of those are on, all the lights. Now, what's interesting is on this boat, I noticed the only lights you can control from here are the navigation lights and your helm lights per se, but maybe not the interior lights. I might be missing a screen or something, but that's what I would like to see here as well. Levels, again, plenty of areas to see how your blackwater tanks are doing, how your freshwater tanks are doing, your power levels. You can adjust AC, and what's great is you can obviously adjust the AC in different zones, different rooms, making sure that every room has its proper temperature. And if it does have any sensors on or any alarms, it shows over here. This being now for the smoke sensors, and this is your porthole sensors. Back to smoke sensors. I mean, there's plenty of space over here. Plus, obviously, you also have Volvo Penta engine screen, so you can keep all your engine information in one place as well. The steering wheel, very nicely finished. Again, leather finish everywhere. And not to mention, you can obviously adjust the angle of this steering wheel, whichever way you like. USB chargers on your starboard side as well. Little tray here, so if you want to keep you know, maybe your handheld VHF or anything stored here, you can easily do that. And talking about storage, what I do like is they've utilized all the space here. Underneath it, you have an additional little cubby. So maybe some remote controls or anything you want, you can store them inside here. And that one being just your systems control. Now, it's good we're looking down here because I want to point out the column of the seat for the captain's seat. First of all, the seat itself, like I mentioned, is very nicely finished, nice stitching everywhere, and same goes to the column that the seat is sitting on. Now, if we're lifting it up, not just is the column, outer column, nicely leather finished, but also the inner one. So if the seat is now all the way up, you will see the nice leather finish all the way here as well. And that is nice. Even the seat panel underneath, so if you now slide the seat forward and backwards, this leather panel here is beautifully finished as well. Like areas that you wouldn't see are properly done, which maybe gives you an idea of how nicely this boat is not just laid out, but finished as well. Now on your starboard side, next to helm station, you also have the side boarding door. Makes it very easy for a captain to do the lines and communicate with the deckhands while you're getting closer to the dock. And not just is it a door that you can open up, but sometimes you might not need to open it up and you just want to maybe let a little bit fresh air in. You have that option as well. I think that's really cool. Not just is it's a door, it is also a window that you can open. Now, talking about a window, on the other side now, on your port side, you have an additional window. So what you can do is you just push a button and you have this whole thing that opens up, and now you can let even more fresh air in over here as well. And if you want to maybe keep mosquitoes out, you can do that, but still let the fresh air come in. This is neat. Haven't seen this before. While we are here, this here is not just for sitting and looking at aft and seeing what's going on, maybe somebody's cooking. You also have a TV. So you have these arrows here and you can push it either up or down, and you have a nice TV that pops up. And now while you are watching your favorite movie, you have 4 speakers around the seating area here, and you also have a hidden subwoofer hidden away underneath here, which is really cool. And you also have, of course, your Fusion audio control. Plus, you also have your USB outlet here and your auxiliary cable as well. So if, you know, oftentimes there are remote controls that require charging. So rather than having them dangle all over the place, you can just plug them in over here and hide them away when not in use. Very cool. So the question now is it comfortable to sit over here and watch that TV? Oh, yes. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is nice. What you can also do is maybe you can even lay down over here. Oh yeah, that's the position. While I rest over here, hit the subscribe button down below, because there is no other YouTube channel that goes through the boats as thoroughly as YachtWay does. So subscribe to YachtWay and let's continue with our tour. So if you need to get additional privacy, you can easily just push a button and you have these shades that come all the way down. Obviously you have a remote control for those as well, but you have manual physical buttons here. So you can, voila. If you want, you can easily just black out the whole place over here. That's really neat. As we walk down from the stairs now, first thing, you have nice handrail, which I do very much like, and it's following the same theme of having very nice leather finishes. And the details are just something you do not expect from an Italian manufacturer. I mean, there's so many boats that are being built in Italy. This boat is just I want to say bananas. The amount of thought that has gone into it. I can go with a loop and we can change this lens. If you know about theater or movie anything, then we can change it to 100 mil, and every detail that we film, you do not find any imperfections on this boat. That goes a long way, especially for an Italian boat. Now, on your port side, you have nice wine freezer. So this opens up nicely all the way, and you have drawers that you can slide in and out, and obviously having dual zones, so you can have your whites at the top, reds at the bottom. And next to that, you also have all your electrical panel. Again, very nicely finished. Everything is very clearly laid out. So whenever you do need to check anything, you can. And I like the fact that it's actually glass, because if any of the breakers are off, you can easily see without the need of opening the doors itself, which is great. Another panel here underneath. So for your seakeeper, you have your panel, so you can control it from here, and obviously your anchor lights, whatever extra light controls you may need access for emergency, you have it underneath the panel. So from the electrical panel, we walk downstairs now. Again, you have a nice grab rail on both sides, so making sure that you're safe while you walk down. Nicely textured wood flooring, so you don't slip over here. Even if you come bare feet, then your feet are a little bit slippery. LED lighting underneath makes this whole staircase feel like it's levitating. Nice mirror over here with plenty of storage underneath. Before we even head to the guest rooms, let's start with some utility rooms and how well the finishes of these boats are done, even in the areas that you definitely will not see. First of all, you have a nice washer dryer, separate units. Remember, this is a 64-footer boat now. Plenty of storage to keep. I mean, if you want to go out for longer trips, there's so much storage in this boat. You can fit half your house over here, assuming your house is not bigger than 3,000 square feet. Easy access system for your AC. So this one has Dometic AC system, very easy to access to. You don't have to rip anything apart to get to. Again, more storage underneath, and we get to the systems room now. Look how much space there is. This is not your engine room. This is just your systems room. I'll sit down over here because it's so clean. I don't mind sitting on the floor. On a lot of boats, you see raw fiberglass. While this is raw, it is perfectly painted. And this is not a normal paint. This is a paint that also acts partially as sound insulation. And it's so well organized. Everything is nicely labeled. All these pipes. This is your water heater here. All the systems, your window systems, everything is easily accessible. Your fire extinguishers or your side power bow thruster, everything is easily controllable and easily found from the boat. This is amazing. And not just that, there's so much storage here that if you want to put, they're literally lounge chair backings for your Flybridge stored away over here. That's how much storage you have in the systems rooms. Let's go to the guest rooms. Now, the first room we walk into is your guest cabin. First thing, as I walk here now, 6'1", anywhere I walk, I have plenty of space above my head, so I clear all the door frames. Walk in, you have a TV on your left-hand side. You have a hanging closet for all your clothes. Keep everything stored away. 2 twin beds on either side. Mirror, full size, so gives plenty of natural light because you have an oversized window here. I would say it's like 2.5 feet by 3.5 feet long. Super big window. Plenty of natural light that comes in. And of course, again, all the walls are nicely textured and nicely finished. Nothing feels like it's out of place, even in the smallest room on this boat. And again, look at the headspace. Now, talking about space, you also have a personal space for your shower time, which you can access now straight from the guest room, or it can also be used as a day head. So if you close the guest room door now, and if you close this door, you can use it as a day head, which is great. And all these doors are sliding doors, which I very much like. Once you get to the shower room, first thing, you have a very nice sink, you have a toilet, and you have a walk-in shower. Again, a dry head, plenty of space above my head. You do not have a rain shower, but you do have a wand for your shower needs. And also a proper storage right above the window as well. And of course, if you want, you can put the shade down, gives you plenty of privacy. But this is great for storing your shower items at. As we walk out now, I want to take you to the next guest cabin. And this is not an owner's cabin, but just look at how much space it has. And it also has a walk-in closet, which we'll come back to, but plenty of storage right underneath the TV. Proper size TV, I want to say 55-inch over here. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section. Nicely finished walls once again. Wood finish all across right above you. Leather finished ceilings. Vanity desk. So if you want to get ready over here, you can easily do that. You have a little ottoman underneath, so you can sit on here, plug, and of course, you also have spotlights right above your vanity desk. Talking about spotlights, if you have not subscribed to YachtWay YouTube channel, subscribe down below and we'll bring you even more videos in the future. As we keep walking, nice walk-in shower area. So this here now has sliding doors. These sliding doors are so smooth with a pinky. Look at that, with a pinky. This is nice. Let's do it one more time. Yeah, this is nice. Once you get here, you have a proper size sink, plenty of space right next to the sink. So if you do need to keep items on either side, you can do that. Plenty of storage underneath the sink. And of course, you also have a toilet area. So this not having a door, obviously, because you can slide this whole thing closed. But what you do have is a towel heater, towel dryer rack. So if you want to dry up your towel, you can just put it over this rack and these coils heat up and you can dry your towel. Neat. And of course, a full walk-in shower. Once again, you do not have a rain shower, which I think this boat should have. I mean, it's so perfect. It's like one thing is missing, which is this rain shower. But nevertheless, you can still wash yourself down with this wand over here as well. And of course, you have a shade. So if you want to close anything out, you can. And if you do want, you can obviously open this up and say hi to your neighbors. But yeah, plenty of natural light, even in the shower area, which is cool. So yeah, voila. Let me show you a walk-in closet. But before I show you that, I want to show you some panels on the floor, because I was really trying to find faults on this boat because it's too good to be true. And I don't say that often. So I opened up these panels to see how they're made. And look at this. First of all, these panels are super well sound insulated. So, you know, nothing comes in, even if you're running at nighttime when you're trying to sleep, no water is going to gush underneath you. And all these panels have foam padding, so nothing is going to rattle when you're going to be moving at the top speed of 27 knots. You're probably cruising around 22 knots. And again, everything is very nicely finished. So if you do need to get access to anything, you can easily get it. Look at all these finishes. There's no raw fiberglass. Everything is properly treated, making sure that the longevity of this boat stays as long as it can. So even if we are passing by some walls that look like just plain white walls, if you come closer, they all have nice texture finish. This one has this wavy feel to it. I mean, it's so nice. Look at the caulking work. Like even at the top, this is all caulking work. It's perfect. There's no way this is Italian brand. This is impossible. Keep walking. What I do want to mention is the walk-in closet. This is a guest cabin now, VIP guest, and you have a walk-in ability into a closet. You have a safe with keys. Let's see how big is this safe. Sometimes people are interested in how big are the safes, because how much can they store here? This is now how big the safe is. So it can fit inside, you know, your wallets, your passports, everything can easily be inside. And it also has batteries. So if you need to operate it via batteries, you can. Plenty of hanging space here. Even the finish on the ceiling is very nice. Linen finish on the walls. And obviously your light in and out as well. And it comes with Staten Island Yachts. So if you want to find Staten Island Yachts for sale, visit them on YachtWay. But it comes with a backpack. Staten Island Yacht Sales backpack. How great is that? And of course, all the cabin doors are nicely finished with a leather finish. Now, we're gonna walk into the owner's cabin and you will be shocked. Welcome to the owner's cabin of the Navetta 64. First thing when you walk in, do not pass further than the door sill because number one, the doors are sliding doors and there are even little brushes inside to make sure that when you're opening the door, it opens very smoothly and it doesn't make any rattling sound, which is important. Also, behind your bed frame now in your bed is a very nicely textured fabric finish. You have LED light above, giving you nice floodlight. Nice leather finish backing for your bed with controls for your lights. And you also have spotlights right above your head as well. So if you want to adjust them whichever way you like, you can easily do that. All the ceilings are finished with leather. You have dual speakers above your head. So if you want, you can also connect them to the TV in front of you so you can watch your favorite TV shows while you're getting ready to sleep. And of course, before you even get ready to sleep, you can also use a little love seat here and look at your beautiful bed. And of course, you also have a very nice closet space. So you can keep all your hanging clothes here. Nice mirror. And you also have, if you didn't notice, you have massive oversized windows on both sides. This is easily, I want to say, 3 feet tall, 5 feet long. Plenty of natural light that comes in here. This boat is so new that some of the things like the window controls, we have to literally open up the boxes and this is how it works. So you have a remote control, obviously, like you have in your home. You can adjust the blinds up and down. And what you can also do is you can actually change the blinds to let the light in or to be all the way down to be a blackout. So this is a neat little feature. Now, as we keep walking, you also have plenty of storage underneath this desk here. You can keep all things stored away, desk or shelf or whatever you want to call it. We come back to the bathroom, but on your starboard side, you also have an additional storage area with a vanity desk here and with a mirror integrated. And what's neat is they've made this a little slanted area. This is important. If you have these storages usually, you put anything inside and trying to pick them up is almost impossible. So what you do is you just hold it and you pull it up. This is a neat little feature that they thought about, how easy it is to pick things up from here. Very cool. Very, very much love that. The boat is so brand new that all the, partially the furniture has still foam covers on to protect everything. And it shows you how Absolute takes care of their product and how they're shipping their product, making sure that there's no imperfections on this boat. Additionally, even more storage space. I mean, little drawers on both sides. And even the finishings underneath the vanity desk. You have this nice gold strip underneath, giving that extra texture and the slight difference in hues as you walk closer to the table, and you see it immediately when you walk in, as well as having it match with the shelves that you have on the starboard side as well. Very neat. And of course, not to mention, you have windows, portholes on both sides. So if you want to let any natural air in, you can easily do that. Plenty of headspace over here, no problem with that. And we walk into now to the owner's head. This itself is like a little apartment, I must say. Look how much space you have here. Not to mention that if you want, you can obviously put all the shades down. Gives you plenty of privacy. Additional porthole and also an additional porthole at the shower as well. So again, if you want to have natural airflow here, you can do that. Plenty of storage, nice deep buckets, and you also have more deep buckets in the back as well. So plenty of space to keep everything stored at. This is an empty hole here. I wonder if they could put here a speaker, so while you're getting ready over here, you could play some music here. This could be interesting. Something food for thought. As we keep walking, I do want to point out, as I'm walking, I feel cold air coming to my feet. They have an AC grill underneath. So I would imagine that when you're coming out from shower and you have wet feet, this air cools down, and not just cools down your feet, but also dries up the floor that you walked on. Very neat. Look at this. This is all so nicely done. Unbelievable. Walking into shower, nice, like a marble finish. I bet this is not real. This is not a real marble, but marble-like finish. Look at this nice rain shower above my head, and while you're taking shower over here, this has a slight angle, so the water flows nicely away. Nothing puddles up there or anything. And you have a drain hole right underneath here. Very nice. And again, if you want, voila, you can close yourself up over here. Not to mention, you also have a hanger here for your robe or maybe your sponge or whatever you may like. And this closes up like this. Proper below deck. Even when you walk in here, yeah, I don't hit myself. No, this is nice. And of course, you can also add even more privacy for yourself with this hidden pocket doors. These are great. I mean, they save so much space. You don't have these doors slamming all over the place. This is nice. Very, very nice. All the way in the aft swim platform now of the Absolute Navetta 64. We get back to the doors here because there's a lot of magic happening behind it. But let's talk about the swim platform itself. First of all, obviously it goes all the way down, nice place to hang out at. And once you are all the way in the water, you have a nice grab rail that you can hold on to while in the water. It's a nice addition, and oftentimes when people are in the water, they want to hold on to something for the current not to take them away. So this is cool. Also, you can put collapsible chocks or whatever chocks you like to mount a tender or a jet ski on a platform. And what you can also do is you have these carbon fiber poles. I have them out here on purpose. Now, this is the first time I touched them, but I wanted to see how easy it is to set them up. So what you can do, you can literally just push them in. Let's see how easy it is for first time user. Let's see where it is. Okay, it's here. There's a pin. You just align it up with a pin. Oh, that's it. So you just line it up with a pin. You put carbon fiber poles on either side, and you put a canvas that connects to the top. And this whole area is shaded over here. And once you go behind these doors, this becomes your whole beach club in the aft. Very cool. Let's try this one as well. Actually, there's an indicator, a little logo, and you just line it up with that, and then you just push it down, just like this. Yeah, boom, now it's locked up. So you just hook your canvas bimini on it, and you can basically make sure that this whole area is shaded. Now, once you come out from the water, you have handheld shower wand here. So you can rinse yourself down, hot, cold water, obviously. Nicely hidden away. And from the swim platform now, you have an access to your beach club all the way in the back. So you slide these two doors open and you step inside, and voila, this is your beach club now. Not only can you come here and, you know, just relax while you're sitting, what you can also do is you can put this backrest down, and now this becomes like a proper bed. So if you are now, let's say in Bahamas or somewhere, cruising around long cruises, you can have this whole glass panel view out to the open ocean. Absolutely incredible. This is not supposed to be maybe a cabin, but I would totally sleep over here. I mean, the views are amazing here. And not to mention, if you don't want to use it as a cabin, you can obviously use it as a storage. Plenty of space to keep all your water toys at. On both sides, on your starboard port side, you have these nice AC vents. So you can make sure that these are angled to whichever way you like, giving you plenty of cool air. Your lights control, your AC control here. And also what it has is its own fridge. So while you are maybe having fun on the water, you don't have to go up all the way to the cabin to grab a drink. You can easily come here and grab it from here. Nice tray for your belongings, and these are the side cabinets that you can put even hanging clothes, store everything away. You have a nice shower, which you can walk into. And what's great is all these panelings, this is waterproof paneling. So even if you do get yourself wet here with your shower time, you can rest assured nothing's gonna get damaged, because this is, like I mentioned, waterproof. An additional added protection, you can also have this curtain come out. So now the sink is nicely protected from the water splashes. And not to mention, you also have a sliding door. So now, plenty of privacy here. And look at my headspace, 6'1", plenty of space above my head. And of course, you also have access to the engine room, which, you know, it's just an engine room, nothing really to see. But if you do want to peek in, this is what it looks like. I mean, it's a huge engine room. I guess you can walk around inside. If you want to see the engine room in person, then, you know, contact Stat9 at Yacht Sales and they're going to give you an engine room tour. I don't know much about it. I do know that there's a generator and IPS 1350 engines, which I mentioned earlier already. But otherwise, secondary engine room access as well. And let's say now you're downstairs here and you want to maybe have a total pitch black. You don't want to see outside. You have these blackout shades. So now, plenty of privacy that comes with these shades. So even when the doors are open, and you also have 2 Fusion audio controls. So when you are lounging over here, you can open the doors up and everybody outside can hear the music as well. For your aft, obviously you have 2 pop-up cleats, so you can make sure that the boat's not moving left or right. What I also like about these cleats is they're quite low down. So once you're at the dock, you don't have to have a high step over the lines. This is easy to get on board. You don't have to climb over lines, which is great. 2 Glendenning 50 amp power cords. So this boat having so many AC systems, etc., you do need 2 power cords, which is quite typical for this size boat. But again, it's all the way down. Now we can walk to the dining area in the back. And as we walk up now, this lead here reveals your Glendenning shore power cables. So this is the control for those. So you can either get them in or out with these 2 levers. Gates on either side. So you just pull this pin and voila. Now you can make sure that none of your pets or your kids fall out while you're on the way. Nice cleats. I like this opening here so you can feed your lines through it. Both sides you also have a proper quick winch. So for your tow control, you just open this lead and now you can control the winch itself as well. Above here is your swim platform control. This is nice. Opak Mare has standard plastic swim platform covers. This is an upgrade. I can tell already by the look of it. Super nice. So you can control your swim platform up and down from here. And this knob is actually what stops the boarding door from slamming against your hull, which means you have on both sides, if you want to use it as a place to jump into water from, or if you have a high dock, you can disembark and embark the boat from here. Voila, it locks out like that. All the way in the aft deck now, nice 2 coffee tables, which you can adjust height-wise. You can electrically go either up or down. What you can also do is you can make them as one big table, and the way it works is you just pull out these support legs and voila. Now, this whole thing becomes an even bigger table. Look at this. You can easily sit here. I know, easily 8 people, no problem. And if you want, this whole thing can obviously go all the way down, all the way up, whichever way you like it. Nice serving area here, which you can have as a bar counter. And obviously all your control panels for your switching, for your lighting, and also control panel for all your sunshades. It has screens on all 3 sides, on your port side, starboard side, and then the aft. We'll show you how this works. So all these screens go up and down, making sure that during the hot days or maybe from mosquitoes you want to escape, these will keep you protected. Plenty of storage underneath the bar area here, audio control, and of course an additional power outlet as well. This boat does not have a lack of power outlets. There's so many of them, and you can rest assured anything you might want to plug in, you can easily find a place to plug it at. Engine rooms, I don't really care about talking about them, but I want to talk about the engine room access latch. Weird thing to talk about, but once I show you, you know what I mean. So tell me, when did you last see an engine room latch that is fully made out of teak? I mean, look at this. Even the track where this rubber mount sits is cut out from teak, all teak backing. Absolutely amazing. And obviously a soundproofing panel here, making sure that none of the sound comes in. Well, it has 2 generators, so redundancy at its greatest. And this closes up all the way nicely. Very cool. Nice engine room latch. Now, once we come inside now, I do want to show how much openness you get from these windows. So you open up this window. So it's obviously a sliding window. And then you have a button, and you can slide this whole thing, so now it becomes open area. And that's not all. What you can also do is use these controls here, and this whole window goes all the way down. And I mentioned that there's a panel which we'll come back to, and now is the time when we're gonna come back to it. This folds nicely over it. So this is one flush area for serving anyone who's outside. Put drinks over here, put your Vitamix plugged in over here, have the fresh margaritas all going on while you're at anchor. I mean, this is amazing. So once you get to the dock now, you can use either obviously your Flybridge helm station, your helm station down at the main level, or you also have a third helm station, which is right over here. Again, redundancy in terms of having a joystick here, engine start stop controls, and you also have access to your bow and stern thrusters. What's also neat is what you can do is you can choose to show whatever cameras you want to show over here. So if you want to see your engines, or if you want to see your stern camera, whatever you like, you can see it from here, making the docking so much more easier. Now, additionally, once you are here, and let's say you need to access your bow for lines, it's hidden right over here, and you can open it up and boom, access all your lines right here. And whenever you don't need it, you can just collapse it back together just like this, put it in a hole, give it a wiggle, and boom, now it stores away. Additionally, you also have a nice storage compartment here, so you can keep whatever, if you want to keep extra lines or anything, you can keep them right here. Welcome to the Flybridge of the Navetta 64. The way this one is set up, I mean, you can set it up whichever way you like it. This one having these lounge seats here with a little coffee table in the center. If you want, you can put your sunbeds, yoga mats, whatever you like. You also have power plugs on your starboard side, as well as actually a shower connection. So if you do want, what you can do is you can rinse yourself down while you're on the Flybridge. This is something that I haven't seen before, but a very neat feature, and definitely welcomed by a lot of people who are going to be enjoying their time here. I'm sure what you can do is you can add manual bimini here, have plenty of cover from the sun even during the sunny days, and obviously you also have a galley area. Once we get to the galley area, first of all, you have your controls here for all your deck lights, for your ceiling lights. Everything is controlled from here, as well as your hard top that has a soft top. So if you want, you can open this whole thing up and let plenty of natural light in while you're out and about. And as I mentioned, this is a brand new boat off the ship, fresh off the ship. It still has stickers on everywhere. In the galley area, obviously you have a nice sink, nice storage area underneath, so you can keep all your things at. Again, this is all fiberglass doors, but look at how nicely it's finished. Inside out, everything is beautifully finished. More storage area with a trash bin and also a power outlet. And same thing like downstairs, you also have a wand here. If you need to extend your water reach, you can do that with this. Nice top loading ice bucket, so you can put all your drinks, stuck them in here. Has a drain plug underneath, so if you do fill it up with ice, it'll go out whenever you need to empty this whole place. Now, underneath here, you also have an ice maker. So if you want that additional ice for your cocktails and drinks, you can easily get it from here. And all the way to the port, you have a fridge. So this being a proper size, so you can keep all your drinks here, no problem. And it also has a barbecue. But this barbecue made me happy because, first of all, you look, what is this fananigan over here? Now this one is a grill cover and it's a collapsible one. So how many times have you seen a barbecue on a boat and then you have this whole thing open here, so when you put your vegetables or your burgers or whatever you want on it, what happens is all this grease is going to start flying all over the place, and this is just a mess here to clean it up. So they've incorporated this collapsible rubber heat resistant cover, so whenever you are doing barbecue you can make sure that the grease is not flying out anywhere. How neat is that? And additionally to that, you also have a drain hole here, so if you do need to want to wash this down, you can do that and you can wash it out, and the drain makes sure that it runs away. I mean, this is cool. This is really well thought out, and by having it collapsible, so whenever you want to store it, you can easily do that. This is nice. And of course you also have additional electrical plug underneath here, so if you want to put multiple Vitamixes, you can do that. On both sides, starboard side, port side, you have these storage bins that you open up. You have actually a lot of space inside and a nice sized dining table. I mean, look at this. You can easily fit 5-6 people just on the seating area here. And what you can do by having this movable furniture, you can move it around and you can add 4 more people around this table. So 8 people can dine on a 64-foot boat, Flybridge on a fly deck. You don't see that often. What would be cool, maybe I missed it, but this back should or could light up. Imagine all the mood lighting it could have. This would be pretty neat. Talking about mood, you have speakers at the top on a hardtop. So 4 speakers, so you can make sure you have plenty of sound that comes out. Love this area over here. Captain dead center. This is like the priority seat here. We'll come back to the details of that. But look at this surrounding area. So don't mind these stains. This is from the rain because the weather is kind of temperamental over here. But nice area to lounge for everybody, to keep eyes on the captain. Talking about a captain, what a great place to be. I mean, sitting dead center, feel like you're a fighter jet pilot. Compass in a dead center. I like this little windshield. I can imagine if you're going over here, you know, your cruise speed 22 knots. This nicely makes the air go over your head, so you feel comfortable here. Big monitors, same ones like downstairs. All the systems easily accessible. Very nice position for the steering wheel. Fusion audio USB plug and your regular USB plug as well. So if you want to keep your phones charged or plugged in, you can do that. Cup holder, additional holder for your phone over here. So a little cubby, so nothing slides out. Your engine, Volvo engine control here as well. VHF control, joystick control, bow, stern thruster. Quick, everything is redundant, same way like it is downstairs, as well as wireless phone charger for your phone as well. I mean, it feels great. And what's neat is, if you want, obviously you can adjust this wheel whatever you like. You can lift this hard up and you can just lean on it. So if you want to come to dock. What I like about it is actually the bow doesn't feel that far. It doesn't feel like a big boat once you're standing over here. So clear view out, searchlight all the way forward. So if you do want, you can put the searchlight on. Look at that. Look at this. Okay, so this is the searchlight control panel. Look at that. You can control this whichever way you like. It's quite fast actually. And you can adjust the speed. So if you want to put high speed, yeah, this is now low speed. Let's see if you can tilt it. Yeah, you can tilt it up and down as well. So, I mean, this is gonna light up the night. So this is your Flybridge on the Navetta 64. Let's go check out the bow and see how that looks like. From the starboard side, we're gonna walk towards the bow now. But before we head there, you also have an access for your crew cabin, which you can access from right here. Now, as we walk, obviously very high gunwales, everything is glass over here. I love the fact that you have a roof above your head, spotlights. The ceiling is very nicely finished. And you have this, I mean, this is an awning, and then you have a ledge over here. So even if there's a little rain, it'll drip towards the water, not on you, which is great. Nice pin lights. It's wide over here. So if you're a bigger guy, then you can easily fit here between the gunwales and the walls. Nice cleats, I like those. Pin lights, lighting up the whole thing. As you get to the bow, you have proper size lockers on both sides. This one has 4 fenders inside, so you can only imagine how much space you have here to store all your things away. Nice U-shaped seating. And what's great is there's a collapsible table, which you can unfold, becomes an even bigger table, and put it back together when you don't need it. Nice sunbed all the way forward, and you can adjust the backrest and have it angled whichever way you like, as well as having pop-up lights. So you have 2 on either side. I mean, look at this nice mood lighting that it creates. Even during the rainy days, this makes it look really nice. Voila, just like this, and 2 cup holders on either side. So now you can have a drink and at the same time, you know, have a nice mood lighting. Also, every boat, as you imagine, this boat is no different, has a proper delta anchor forward. Your anchor controls underneath this lead here. 2 cleats, tracks for your cleats, and you also have a shower at the bow. And the way it operates is you just pull it up just like this. So voila, now you can rinse yourself down at the bow as well. This is now your anchor locker. So it's plenty size. So if you want, you can keep, you know, I don't know what you use this for. Maybe you use it for the, I don't know. You can use this line for something. But you have your anchor control over here. You have a fender, and you also have your anchor chain, obviously, which you can access from here as well. But again, look at this. All these backings, all these doors are nicely finished. Very, very nice. This was a full, thorough walkthrough of the Navetta 64 by Absolute Yachts. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then hit the like button. If you want to see more YachtWay, then hit the subscribe button. And as always, if you are looking to find your perfect yacht, then visit YachtWay.com. It is the Zillow of yachts, the most modern user interface, making sure that your user experience is as enjoyable as being on a boat itself. As always, if you have any comments, suggestions, leave them in the comment section down below, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.